Imagine a creature so vast, so terrifying, that its very existence threatens the balance of the world. A serpent of the sea, with scales like shields and breath that boils the ocean. This is the Leviathan, a mythical beast that has captured the imagination of cultures for millennia. Is it a remnant of ancient fears, a biblical allegory, or perhaps something more? Our story begins in ancient Near Eastern mythology. In the Canaanite religion, Leviathan was a primordial sea serpent, defeated by the storm god Baal. This myth of cosmic battle between order and chaos was common in many ancient cultures, each with their own versions of sea monsters representing the untamed forces of nature. But it's in the Hebrew Bible that Leviathan truly comes to life. The book of Job provides the most vivid description of this creature. It goes, "Can you pull in Leviathan with a fishhook, or tie down its tongue with a rope? Can you put a cord through its nose or pierce its jaw with a hook? Will it keep begging you for mercy? Will it speak to you with gentle words? Will it make an agreement with you for you to take it as your slave for life?" This passage paints Leviathan as an unconquerable force of nature beyond human control or comprehension. In some biblical contexts, Leviathan seems to symbolize chaos and evil. Psalm 74 describes God crushing the heads of Leviathan, possibly representing his triumph over chaos at the time of creation. In Isaiah 27:1, Leviathan is described as a twisted serpent that God will punish, possibly symbolizing earthly powers that oppose the divine will. However, Leviathan isn't always portrayed negatively in the Bible. Psalm 104 presents it as part of God's creation, playing in the sea. The concept of Leviathan evolved over time. In later Jewish tradition, particularly in the Talmud, Leviathan became associated with the end times. It was said that at the end of days, the righteous would feast on the flesh of Leviathan. This eschatological role further cemented Leviathan's place in religious imagination. In Christian tradition, Leviathan took on additional meanings. Some early church fathers interpreted Leviathan as a symbol of Satan or evil. Thomas Aquinas, the influential medieval theologian, saw Leviathan as a metaphor for envy, one of the 7 deadly sins. But the influence of Leviathan extends far beyond religious texts. In 1651, Thomas Hobbes published his seminal work on political philosophy titled Leviathan. Hobbes used the biblical monster as a metaphor for the state, a powerful entity created to impose order on the chaos of human society. In literature and popular culture, Leviathan has continued to evolve. Herman Melville's Moby Dick draws clear parallels between the white whale and the biblical Leviathan. In modern fantasy and science fiction, Leviathan often appears as a massive sea creature embodying the mystery and danger of the deep ocean. But could there be any basis in reality for the Leviathan myth? Some researchers have speculated that ancient encounters with whales or giant squid could have inspired tales of sea monsters. The prehistoric megalodon, a massive shark that went extinct millions of years ago, has also been suggested as a possible source for sea monster legends. Others point to the psychological significance of sea monsters like Leviathan. Carl Jung, the founder of analytical psychology, saw sea monsters as representations of the unconscious mind, vast, powerful, and potentially dangerous if not properly understood and integrated. From an anthropological perspective, the persistence of sea monster myths across cultures suggests a universal human fascination with the unknown depths of the ocean. Who knows what creatures might still be lurking in the abyss? The Leviathan myth also reflects humanity's complex relationship with the sea. Throughout history, the ocean has been both a source of sustenance and a realm of danger. Leviathan embodies this duality. From ancient Near Eastern chaos monster to biblical behemoth, From political metaphor to psychological symbol, Leviathan continues to swim through the depths of our collective imagination. If you made this far and liked our take on Leviathan, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm to support us and receive takes on other intriguing mysteries.